Hello students, welcome to the class. This is class 5, lesson number 3, rocks and minerals. Now you know what are rocks? Rocks are the big stones. They are called rocks, and the land surface of earth is made up of soil and rocks. And rocks are made up of substances called minerals. Now this is an important word, minerals. Rocks are made up of substances that are called minerals. Means in a rock there can be one mineral or more than one mineral. Now depending on their formation, there are three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Now first type is igneous rocks. Igneous means it is made from fire or heat. Now deep inside the earth it is very hot, and due to the heat inside the earth the rocks melt, and this molten rock is called magma. The molten rock inside the earth is called magma. Sometimes what happens, it cools and hardens inside the surface of the earth, and sometimes it explodes and come out in the form of volcanoes, and after coming out it cools down. The liquid which comes out of the volcano is called lava. It also cools and hardens quickly to form solid rock. So these rocks which are formed by cooling of magma or lava. Magma means the molten rock inside the earth, and lava means the molten rock which comes out in the form of volcano. By the cooling of magma and lava, the rocks which are formed are called igneous rocks. Now let us study some types of igneous rocks. First is granite. Granite, it is the most common igneous rock, and see, as I told you, that rocks are made up of minerals. So this granite is made up of mica, quartz and feldspar. Mica, quartz and feldspar are the three minerals which are present in granite, and it is formed when magma, see, it is not lava, it is magma. Magma means inside the earth. When magma cools inside the earth, it forms granite. Okay. Now they are in many colors, and it is used in making buildings, paving roads, making statues and making temples also. You can see these temples, they are in Tamil Nadu and they are made of granite stone. Now next type of igneous rock is basalt, and it is formed by cooling of lava above the surface of the earth. Okay, this is made by cooling lava above the surface of the earth, and it is crushed and used in the construction of roads. Next is pumice. Many of you might have pumice stone at home also, and it is formed when lava cools quickly up the surface of the earth. It is also formed by cooling of lava, but it is rock. It's very light, it does not have much weight, and it has tiny pores or tiny holes, and these holes are formed are the spaces that are formed when gases trapped inside the rock escape during the formation. Means when the lava is hot, it has many gases trapped inside it, and when it starts cooling and hardening, slowly these gases start coming out, and they form tiny pores in it, and they are so light that they can float on water also. And this pumice stone is used in the powdered form to polish teeth, and it is also used as a scrubber to polish floors and furnitures. Now this we have completed with igneous rocks. Now we come to second type of rocks, that is sedimentary rock. The name itself suggests that it is formed by the deposition of the sediments. It takes millions of years to form these rocks. Wind and water carry the small rock pieces to rivers and seas, and these rock pieces start settling down at the bottom in the layers, forming the sediments. After many layers are formed, the upper layer presses down the lower layers. Now pressure starts creating one layer, two layer, three layers, as hundreds of layers, and then pressure starts building, and then the lower layer turns into hard rocks, and these rocks are known as sedimentary rocks. Now here is, get it right, rocks are not always solid. Clay and mud are also the form of rocks, because they are formed by breaking up of rocks only. Now we will study about fossil, an animal fossil on a rock. See, sometimes dead plants, animals get trapped between the sediments. So these fossils are found especially in the sedimentary rocks only, because the Sedimentary, the dead plants and animals get stuck between these sediments, and they leave their impression, or their bones, teeth, shells, they remain undisturbed in between the rocks. So they leave their impressions or outlines, and these impressions or outlines are called fossils, and they remain in these rocks for millions of years. And with the help of fossils, scientists have learnt about the plants and animals that once lived on the earth. Means you have heard that, you might have heard that the fossil of dinosaur or fossil of mammoth, all these things scientists have discovered. So this is how they learn that which type of animals used to live millions of years ago. Now there are some examples of sedimentary rocks also. First is shale. Layers of clay and tiny mud particles form a soft rock called shale. So layers of clay and tiny mud particles. So clay and mud is put together to make the soft rock called shale. When we put shale in the water, it smells like mud, and it is used to make bricks and tiles. Next is sandstone. So as the name itself suggests, it is made up of sand grains. So sand grains, layers of sand grains form sandstone, and the mineral contained in sandstone is quartz. It may have many colors like red, pink, brown, yellow, and uh, it is used as a building stone. Now, Red Fort you all have listened, or some of you might have seen also. So Red Fort, which is in Delhi, it is used with the help of this red sandstone. That is why it is called the Red Fort. Now next type of sedimentary rock is conglomerate. You might have seen these type of designer rock pieces in the sand. Children used to collect it sometimes. So layers of pebbles and gravel form conglomerate. So small pebbles and gravel, they combine together to form conglomerate. And it is grey, orange, and it is used for decorative purposes because it is very colorful. Now next is limestone. Limestone is made by the shells of the sea animals. When these sea animals die, their shells settle in the seabed. Their shells go on settling in the seabed, and then they form a rock which is called a limestone, and the mineral contained in it is calcite. And the chalk which we use to write on the board is a form of limestone only, okay? And it is used widely as a building stone, and it is also used for making cement and glass. Now we are done with sedimentary. Now we come to metamorphic rocks. Now metamorphosis itself means changing completely into something new or different. Means this is not a different type of rock. It is made up of igneous and sedimentary rocks. So when heat and pressure may cause igneous and sedimentary rocks to change into different rocks, and they are called metamorphic rocks. Means when the when sedimentary and igneous rocks go under a lot of heat and pressure, they change into a new rock, that is a metamorphic rock, and this metamorphic rock is totally different from its parent rock. Now let us see some of the metamorphic rocks. First is marble. You all have seen marble. Some of you use it at home for flooring also. And this limestone changes to marble. This slate, shale, the rock shale changes to slate. Now this is gneiss, granite. The granite rock, that is igneous rock, it changes into gneiss. And quartzite, the sandstone, the sedimentary rock changes to quartzite. Now here you can see Taj Mahal. Some of you might have seen also. It is made up of white marble.